And they stayed with him as long as David was in, there it is, the stronghold. God sent me to preach to somebody today who's in the stronghold. The stronghold is not a bad thing. Please understand that when 2 Corinthians 10:4 says we demolish strongholds, if you stick around church a little while, you'll hear us say some churchy things, these little vocabulary words that we have, and we'll talk about pulling down strongholds. But before you pull them down, understand what they actually are. Now, I know you understand the military term that a stronghold is a fortified place. A stronghold is a place where opposing forces can't get to you. But a stronghold that protects you from one enemy might imprison you to another one. So the prophet Gad says to David, in one of the only 2 times that we see him in Scripture, the prophet Gad says something to David that I believe the Spirit of the Lord might be saying to you today. Lake Norman University, online, Kansas, Nebraska, from sea to shining sea, I want to make an announcement. Teenagers, people who are not teenagers anymore, people who have lived several lifetimes since your teenage years, I want to declare the word of the Lord to you, and the word of the Lord to you is this, 1 Samuel 22:5, do not stay in the stronghold, because it's a setup. Because if you stay in Moab too long, now Moab may be a state of mind. It may not be a physical location. I'm not talking about your marriage. I'm not telling you to get a divorce and blame it on God because he said leave Moab. I know people take my messages and twist them. But the stronghold is usually something that you ran to protect you. Let's see how real you're willing to be now. I want all the pessimists to raise your hand right now. All the pessimists, all the spouses of pessimists, grab the wrist of your partner and make them play along with my interactive sermon. I'm gonna tell you why you're a pessimist. It's a defense mechanism. It protects you from disappointment.
Wow. That's good.
It protects you, like the gin blossoms used to say, if you don't expect too much from me, you might not be let down. So I got let down, and I didn't like how that felt. So now I just expect people to suck, and when they do, I'm not surprised. Come on, how many pessimists in the house? And it's fine to be realistic. But what you don't know, when you develop the pattern of pessimism, neurologically in your brain and spiritually in your heart, when you hide in that stronghold, it protects you, but it traps you. It protects you, but it also ensnares you. Because you now create the reality that you projected through your expectation. So you are not surprised that life sucks, but life sucks because you were not prepared to be surprised by anything other than the fallen condition of sinful man. And so when God really wants to show you his goodness in the land of the living, you can't see it because you're in the stronghold. So pessimism protects you from disappointment, but it imprisons you as it protects you. Every addiction is at its root a form of self-defense. Because I'm taking something, or I'm seeing something, or I'm doing something, or I'm saying something, because you can be addicted to a whole lot of stuff more than pills. I got some friends that are addicted to problems. If it even looks like it's gonna be a good day, they will spike the coffee just to screw things up so they can feel normal in a state of self-sabotage. I'm preaching like I know you now. Only God could show me this about you. You are addicted to drama. It protects you. The drama protects you from having to be productive and steady. Because if you create drama, you'll have something to blame. It's a way of escape. That's why a lot of us blame others. It's a stronghold. It's a stronghold. It's a way for me to not have to take responsibility. Because if I blame you, I don't have to deal with the shame of me. But now I'm imprisoned to bitterness. And David, if you stay in the cave, you won't be able to save the people of Keilah. David had a battle to fight in Judah that he didn't know about. He had an army that God was forming that he couldn't see for what they were because he was in the stronghold. And there are things that God has surrounded you with that you can't see in the stronghold. So the prophet says, you got to go to Judah. You got to go to Judah. If I had a fired up church, I would preach this thing. If this was Code Orange Revival, if I was at Matthews right now, if I was at Lake Norman, I would have you touch 7 people and tell them, get to Judah as quick as you can. Get to Judah. Judah is the place that represents praise. In fact, the very word Judah means praise. Now I see what David was doing in Psalm 142 is what the prophet was saying in 1 Samuel 22. I'm leaving this stronghold. I'm stepping outside of myself, outside of my feelings, outside of my circumstance, and I'm stepping in my future. Is anybody going to Judah today? Come on, give him praise.